So this is the latest book that I've made. It's a book of children's verse, the child's book of verse, which was printed in 1951. And I saw this book for sale at the Swindon scrap store. Now the front and back covers are pretty tatty around the edges, but they're sturdy. The spine, on the other hand, was a fabric spine. Was in a very delicate state. It was kind of in danger of ripping at the corners. So I lined inside the spine with a new piece of cloth, and also on the outside I've put a couple of layers of sealer. So it doesn't have quite the same effect as the fabric spine because it's now semi-hard, but it kept the original spine. Whereas if I hadn't done that, I think I would have had to cut the covers off and do a completely new spine. So I'm glad that I managed to save the spine and keep it as original as possible. So inside I took all the original pages out and I replaced it with tea-dyed paper to give it an old grungy look. The look of a book that's been in a cupboard that's been subjected to damp and heat and who knows what over the decades. So let's have a look inside. So inside the front cover there's a pocket in the front, but it's quite a tight pocket, so I've just put in there just two little pre-printed cards that just slide in. You wouldn't be able to get much more than that in there. And then throughout the book there are quite a few assorted sizes of pages, like this little short one. This one's got a little fabric edge stuck to it that appears a few times. And here's from the original book, just showing that it was from 1951, and other books in the Sunshine series. And then here we've got the first one of the poems. So I kept approximately 25 of the original poems, very different from the books of children's verse that you would get today. There's verses in here from the likes of Shakespeare and Robert Louis Stevenson and Robert Browning. Don't imagine there are many children's books that have those kind of poems in today. Also, there are I've got a set of 4 of these shop images by Anton Peck, so that's another theme which is sort of dotted through the book. Here's the first one, William Shakespeare. I've left quite a few blank pages to do whatever you want with, really. Here's another one. These are little cutesy girly pictures with animals. There are a set of 4 of those throughout the book as well. So with the blank pages, I thought, obviously you could do whatever you want with it, but my thought would be to either put old family photos in, or family history, memories of childhood memories, or things that you would like to pass on to your own children or grandchildren which you don't want to be lost in time. I love this page. This paper pops up a couple of times in the book. I've tried to keep a few themes running through so that it's not completely random. There's another one of the Anton Peck images. There's also quite a few little buttons stuck in as well. This little section, and you see that the pages are shorter and narrower. It's actually a section of lined paper which I've just left deliberately blank. See, tea stained like the rest, so that kind of old grungy look. And then here there's a set of 3 pages of staggered sizes, each with a little tab on. It's card, but it looks a little bit like a leather tag that's stitched on. You can leave it blank or write on a subject for whatever you choose to put on those pages. It's up to you. And then another page with that fabric trim again. This one we've got a luggage tag which sticks out over the side of the page. Excuse the state of my fingers, I've been doing a lot of dyeing brown edges to age things and the ink doesn't wash off first time. Okay, this is one of the original pictures from the book. On the cover it says that there were 16 colour plates, which I guess in 1951 to have 16 colour pages in a book was was a selling point. When I got the book there were only 13 colour pictures still in it, and 13 of those I've kept in my version. And then this one I've actually hand typed the lullaby that goes with this picture, because the print was on the back of another page that I was using. I hand typed it rather than doing it on the computer because I just thought that kept with the old-fashioned image of the book. And I've used actually my mum's old typewriter, which I'm guessing is from the 70s. It might even be older than that, I'm not sure. It's not great quality print because when you type the letters kind of have a bit of a shadow, so you can read it, but it's not brilliant type. Okay, and here we've got a pocket in this page with a separate little book. Again, it's just lined paper, just blank, that goes in that little pocket. And then here we've got two little short pages which are just blank, and then this one with a heart tag on it. Some of the verses are really quite long. I kept this one obviously because it goes with the picture. This one I like, I love this one. This little poem saying about, how well behaved my baby is compared to other people's babies, and she never cries, and she goes to sleep, and then right at the end it says she's a baby doll, It just made me laugh when I got to the end of that one. It's a rather strange Chinese nursery song about a mouse and a candlestick. We've got another set of 3 staggered pages with those leather effect tags again. Oops, missed another Anton Peck. Little girl with a cat. More original poems. This one we've got another pocket. If you count this as a page, there are actually approximately 70 sheets or 140 sides in the book. This one's got another little notebook in. This one's slightly different because the join is not in the centre, so you've got some little shorter pages and then some longer pages which fold over. If you don't like that, you could always cut that end piece off. Another little short page. Here's a longer one that I typed. Again, this one, the original, the text went over several pages and it was on the back with other things that I wanted to use. So I typed that one out myself as well. Another Anton Peck. Cute little one about the bees, how he's going to sting people. And again, the 3 staggered pages again, although obviously this one's already got a poem on the first one. Nice little one from Shakespeare. Blank pages. This one about the man and the moon, and I've included this picture of the moon, which is actually apparently the far side of the moon, which is the side that we don't actually get to see unless we went up there in a balloon. 3 little short blank pages. This one was a longer one, so I decided to do it as a flip rather than using a three-page spread. I love this original picture, it's really pretty. There's another one that I really like, about the 1st of June, really cute little picture. Another 3 staggered pages. And Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. Who knew that Twinkle Twinkle Little Star was 4 verses? I didn't. And I definitely only know the first verse, so that was quite interesting seeing the other verses. Again, more blank pages, little fabric trim, another Shakespeare, and there's another section with just plain, well, lined paper but no decoration. And I love this poem. Again, it's one that I've typed, The Old Kitchen Clock. It just reminds me of the clock that was actually in the dining room at my nan's house when I was young. So yeah, I really like that one. And this one, The Story of a Little Sucker Thumb. There were quite a few of the original verses which were quite dark, that involved children dying because they didn't do as they were told or they didn't eat their soup. I didn't include any of those. This one is quite dark though. It's about a child who gets his thumbs chopped off by the scissor man. So yes, the less said about that one the better. And here's that green paper again. Cute little poem about the rain stopping you playing outside. Autumn. So there we go, that's that one, and there's another pocket at the back with 2 more little cards in there. So there you go. I hope you like my latest creation. I can't even begin to tell you how many hours I've spent on it. I've been working on it for days and days and days. So yeah, I've no idea how long it's actually taken, but I'm really happy with the result, so I guess that's the main thing. Hope you like it too.